Hello and welcome to Thrive Talks. I'm so excited to have all of you here. For those of you who have traveled from far and wide to be here, or those of you who are local here in Spain. I'm excited because this is our first event in Valencia in Spain, and I really hope that it is not a last one. We have already been hosting our speakers here in Spain for an entire week. So this for us is a culmination of this whole event that we have created for you. The way this event began is one of our authors for the Women Thrive book, which we're presenting today, said, can we please just meet in person and have a hug? Something as simple as starting this journey with a hug, with embracing a hug and creating connections. This is how this event was born. Of course, ourselves, Raimonda Jan, I am the founder at Women Thrive Media, as well as Women in Business, and we have been hosting events since 2017 in London, the UK. My passion is truly events. I love supporting women in business, in entrepreneurship, in creativity, and really helping everyone to elevate, have a voice, share their message. So I started this platform to empower women to have a voice, to have a sisterhood, to have a place where they can belong and where they can say, I found my place, I found my girls. Because let's face it, doing this whole entrepreneurial journey can sometimes feel really lonely. And when you're walking that road alone, it feels like there's no one to turn to, no one to have that conversation with. And then at times, we go through challenges. We go through life challenges, through growth. And as leaders, it's not always easy to find the people that you can have a conversation with. So I remember the first time when we hosted a Women in Business event in London in 2017, the energy in the room was magical. And at the end of the event, women came up to me and said, when is your next event? And this was the seed that was planted in my head to keep going with these events. This was not the plan at the beginning to do what I do today. But luckily, all the community come together and we have started our journey in hosting events, in creating community, in creating transformations and empowerment. Today, we have hosted already more than 20 amazing events. We do an annual Women Thrive Summit that happens every March. This is our flagship event where we have approximately 50 speakers, and some of the speakers are here today in person, which I'm also really excited about. And of course, over the years, we have had huge transformations. What you will witness today is women who have overcome adversities, who have gone through some things in life, and they are here bravely sharing their stories. Some of these women have shared their stories in the Women Thrive book, and you may get to read it if you grab yourself a copy. But really, our stage is all about women sharing their stories. Because what happens is when you share your story, you allow somebody else to say, I'm not alone. Because that journey is very lonely. I've been there, I've done it. And it felt so tough to get ahead in your own dreams when you have no one cheering you on. So in my community, I have been witnessing these ladies coming together and being each other's cheerleaders, having each other's back, having each other's community and holding hands. Just a couple days ago, we sat down for our final dinner. And at the end of this retreat, we just held our hands and we had a prayer before we started our dinner, and it felt magical. And this is what I want for every single one of you, to find your community, to find your tribe, to find the people that you can hold hands and walk this walk, because it's not easy to do this. And you know what? Your challenges, the things that you have had to overcome, or maybe you are faced with some challenges right now, it's not the end of the road. It's not the end of the world either. So what you will hear today from some of our speakers, some of the things they have gone through nearly crushed them. They nearly fumbled, they nearly given up, but they are here to share their testimony that it's possible. It's possible to overcome any challenge. It's possible to rise again after defeat. I've been through a number of defeats in my life. I nearly given up. I nearly said, you know what, let's throw in the towel. But you know what? Every time I look at the women's faces that I'm here to inspire, it gives me energy. It gives me energy to keep going and say, you know what? These women are behind me. And with my community, I always say it's we. It's not me. Women Thrive is not about me at all. It's about all the women who said, let's do this, Ray. Let's have a hug. When can we do this again? So every time I refer to our business, I say our business because it's all of us. And it's a mindset that we, especially as women, have to create. Mindset of collaboration over competition, cheering each other on, creating a sisterhood, saying, you know, I got your back. That's the kind of energy I want to inspire in this room and in any room that we get to speak. I want you to aspire to that. Aspire to women, surrounding yourself, not just with women, but with people who will have your back. Because there are times in your life that you're going to struggle. There are times in your life when you're going to doubt yourself. Can I do this? Can I take that next step? Can I keep walking? Because in life, things happen that are so unexpected and so crushing. And at times, I know one of the biggest fears that women have is being an imposter. Who am I? Who am I to share my voice? Who am I to do the work that I do? And I want to ask you, who are you not to? Who are you not to do that? Each and every one of you have a dream, have a goal, but more than that, you have been given purpose. You have been given purpose in your life to change some lives, to make an impact, to do something that you may not even know is possible. We're here today doing this event, this retreat, and having all these women from all around the world that have flown in to speak at this event. And this has always been a dream of mine, to create this community, to create the sisterhood where we could do this. And at some stage, I didn't think it was possible. At some stage, I said, I doubted myself. Maybe that's not going ever to happen. Today, I'm struggling. Today, I don't believe in myself. I wake up and look in the mirror and I don't even know who that woman is. Today, you see me speaking on stage, but there was time in my life where I couldn't speak. I didn't have a voice. I was faced with trauma. I was faced with defeat, depression. And I looked in the mirror and I said, Ray, just speak. And I was filled with pain and heartache and fear and not wanting to step outside and speak because I was ashamed. I was afraid of judgment, of what people will say, what people will think if I do this, if I really stand in my authentic truth and I share my story, what would happen? And the more I shared, the more I stepped into my power, the more I owned myself of who I am, the more I looked and I said, you got this. Because if not you, who else would take this dream? Who else? And over the years, I've learned to use my voice again. I've learned to empower myself. And through doing that, I was able to empower others. Give others the permission to speak. And one of my commitments through the Women Thrive events and the work that we do is to dedicate at least 30% of our stage to first-time speakers so we can empower more women to have a voice. So we can give more women a stage to share their voice. Today is the first time we're doing Thrive Talks, and Thrive Talks is the future of TEDx stages for women. This might be a small event here that we've gathered, we're holding hands. It feels like a family right here, right now. But you know what? This family got big dreams and goals, right? And we're taking it international. We're taking it to every corner of the world so we can see more women on stage, big and small. And they can share their story and they can feel good about themselves. They can say, you know, I did it. It's not easy to stand here on stage. It's not. It's not easy to come vulnerable and say, I'm here. This is all me. I gave it my all. I'm going to leave it all on the floor, on the stage. It's not easy. I think each and every one of you are afraid of judgment. And that's normal. But only when you face yourself and you face your fears and you say, you know what? I'm here to leave it all on the floor. You can empower yourself. And you can take that next stage, next step. So today we have a magazine, we have books that we have been doing, we have a stage, an incredible community all around the world, At Women Thrive, we have more than 15 people in the business who are working from all around the world to make all of this magic happen. And in the last 7 days, it's just been so amazing to host all of you who have traveled here to be part of this event. And I'm so honored that I get to share this vision with you. And I get to share this moment. And I get to celebrate you. And I get to watch each and every one of you on this stage. And I know each and every one of you have had struggles and challenges and things you have had to overcome and fears you have to face to travel here to start with, not only just to take a stage. So I'm proud of every single speaker that will be taking the stage today. I'm proud of our authors who've written this book over the last 6 months and been mentored by us and created this magic. And in this whole process, not only I've birthed this amazing book with my co-authors, but I also birthed a little baby. And her name is Selena. And you get to read her story in the book. But this is my purpose and why I do what I do. Because she one day will become a woman. She one day, hopefully, will say, my mama stepped into her power. She spoke. She shared her story. She empowered others. And you know what? I can do that too. So today, whatever you do, don't forget that someone is looking up to you. Someone is looking up to you and holding faith that if you could do it, they could do it too. You're here to inspire people. You are here to change some lives. So don't forget that you're setting the example for others to come after you. And that's the power of being who you are and being in a leadership position or being a trailblazer or being a visionary. And there will be other people who will come with you who share the same vision. So I want you to hold that faith, hold that vision, surround yourself with incredible people, be part of a community that you can relate to, and hold hands and take it as far as you can. And don't doubt yourself, don't fumble along the way, because you can do more than you imagine that you're capable of doing. So even for those of you who are in the audience today, I hope one day you get to share the stage with us and I get to hear your stories. But today, like I said, it's not about me. I didn't expect to cry. It's not about me. It's about our incredible speakers. So give it up to our speakers who are about to begin.